Water. Hey, we're gonna get started in a second. Sorry about the wait. Oh, I'm just getting some water. Alrighty. So today, guys, what we're doing is gonna be different from our workouts. Yesterday's workout was so insane. So I am. We're doing today corrective exercise. So corrective exercise is very different than normal exercise. And what corrective exercise is pretty much where you fix your imbalances. So look, I have I'm a little rusty on this, so you're gonna see me go through the books and overview and view this so that we can plan today's workout. I haven't done a corrective exercise workout in forever, so I'm gonna have to review a couple of things. So today's workout is not gonna be like yesterday's workout. Today's workout is gonna be more about correction, about corrective exercise. Look, I'm gonna show you the imbalance that I want to fix, and then I'm going to show you how the programming works, and then I'm going to show you how it's done. So corrective exercise is pretty much fixing your body. It's fixing your body to prevent any type of injury. And look, let me see. Let me show you here. So look, I'm going to show you the problem that I want to fix. Look, can I saw? Let me rub your beautiful man cheeks. That's weird. So, okay, watch. So we're going to start from here, guys. And look, corrective exercise is correcting your form. So I'm going to explain to you something about muscle. Muscle elongates and it shortens. And the weaker a muscle is, the more the stretched the more stretched it is. For example, do you know how like when you work out your arms, when you work out your arms a lot and then your arms are like a little bit bent after you work them out? Hey guys. So after you work out your arms, typically your arms are a little bit bent, and that is because the bicep is shortened a little bit because of the work. Now, if you don't stretch appropriately, the muscle stays in a shortened position. And when a muscle stays in a shortened position, it affects your movement. Muscle has a default length, and and whenever this default length is is changed, it creates a muscular imbalance. For example, I'm gonna do a test to show you what I'm gonna try to fix right now. So we're gonna start right here, guys, and imagine that I have my legs like this, right? Well, don't imagine them. I have my legs like this. So look at this foot. Look at this one. All right. Look, I'm gonna squat and look how it shifts. Look, I have them underneath my shoulders, right? I'm gonna keep my arms here. Oh, and then I'm gonna squat and look at how this foot moves. I'm not gonna move it, all right? It's gonna be done automatically. So as I squat, I'm gonna keep, hang on, look. Did you see that? That's not good. Notice that this foot moved a little bit and this one moved a lot. I'm gonna show you again. I'm right here. I have my hands here, and watch. Did you see that toe keeps coming out? That is because I had an injury on my knee, and I have limited mobility on my ankle. So I have to fix that. So that you have to fix because imagine if I'm doing a heavy squat, right? And I'm preparing myself, the fact that my knee is like this and I'm adding pressure like that, it's it's adding torque to my knee, and the knee joint is not meant to move like that. So that's gonna create an injury. There are times where I cannot extend my leg. There's something in this joint that kind of just locks out. So every so often you have to correct these exercises, or actually you have to correct them quite often in order to prevent any type of joint to get worse. And the process of correcting that is called corrective exercise. Say it with me, corrective exercise. I'm just kidding. Mm. So that's what we're doing. And again, I am super out of practice about corrective exercise. So we're gonna review the books, and then I'm gonna talk about it as it comes back to my mind. Now, so we're setting up today, and that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. Uh, let's see. You're so feminine. It's off-putting, homie. Okay. Look. Let's see. That is so funny. With flip-flops, yes. And look, again, if you guys are disrespectful, I'm just gonna block you. Just understand that. All right? I don't have time for any of this. You're gonna immediately be banned, FYI. Hey, Christopher. Yes, I did talk about that. Okay, well, okay. Apparently, a lot of you are here from the rage baiting. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. That's done anymore. That's done. I'm not gonna be doing rage baiting anymore. This is so funny. Okay, so look, yes, I was a rage baiter for like 8 months. I was, yes. I was having fun. And look, I'm not even gonna repeat what I said before, guys, because I don't want my I'm just done with that area, with that aspect. So now we're actually taking seriously the whole thing about about fitness training. Look, I have been pretty. I'm like 1 year in, a little bit more than a year in on YouTube, and honestly, I have I didn't know my angle. I found it, so I'm sticking to that. And the rage bait isn't gonna. We're not doing that. So if you're here for that, just know that I'm not doing that anymore. All right, and here we go. Let's see. And hang on. I didn't shave this hair right here. Sorry. Hang on. Hello, Unspeakable. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. And. Ok. Hoy es sábado, ¿verdad? Ah, sí, es cierto. And hang on. Dude, you guys are like going hard today. Okay, but actually learn how to do it, then go show people. Otherwise, you look like a doofus. Now, look, I know how to do it. We haven't even started. But I want to explain it to you from the scientific perspective. I already completed this training, but I have been out of practice for a really long time. And yeah, so here we go. So this is going to be workout number 136. And what we're gonna fix, what we're gonna treat, is left ankle, and we're gonna do some self myofascial release. Self myofascial release is lengthening and relaxing a muscle that you have worked. This you should be doing at least once a week, unless you have a severe problem with an ankle, like myself. I should probably be doing that a lot more often. So workout 136, and we're doing corrective exercise. Okay, so look, first I'm gonna explain to you how do you release tension from the muscle. Let's say, actually, I'm gonna show you while I explain it to you. Let's do that. We're gonna start by releasing the tension from my ankle using using my balls. All right. So using my balls, we're gonna release the tension from my ankle. Okay. Oh, and look. Let's see. Dude, my balls are amazing at releasing tension. Look, I'm gonna show you. You know what I mean? So watch. We're gonna be right here. Proud woman right here. Hey. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, so first I'm gonna show you the difference between the flexibility of my left and right ankles. Look, I'm gonna start right here, and I want you to see something. Notice how with this leg, I'm gonna keep my knee on top of my second and third toe, and then I'm gonna bend it to the front. So notice how the flexibility. Okay, do you see that? Look, I'm gonna move it a little bit back, and then I'm gonna do the same. Notice that my heel doesn't raise. My heel stays back here, right? So I have a good amount of flexibility here. Now I'm gonna show you this one. I'm gonna start from here, and look, from here I'm already struggling. And now I'm gonna move it a little bit back where the other one was, and look, I can't. It doesn't reach. Did you see that my knee began shaking? That's because the muscle isn't the calf. It's shaking. And look, I'm gonna do it same position with the other foot. Look, it reaches. So I need to fix that because that's gonna cause problems later. Hey, something memes. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Cassandra. And first, we have to release the tension. This is called self myofascial release, or SMR, not the SMR that you see on with the microphone and everything. And this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start with this one. Look at this ball with the spikes. So this ball with the spikes actually goes deeper into the muscle into the muscle. into the muscle fibers. And oh, hang on. There are some nerves in the muscle. They're tension receptors. And hang on, I haven't talked about this in forever. I'm super excited, guys. Yeah, okay, so they're called Golgi tendon organs. And these Golgi tendon organs, what they do is that they sense the tension. And when these Golgi tendon organs protect your tendons from overstretching, so they sense the tension. And they activate in order to prevent the tendons from stretching too much. So these are protective. So you have to inhibit them. And once you inhibit them or once you release or relax them, then you're going to be able to stretch them a little bit more. So cell myofascial release uh, or or foam rolling, what it's called, you apply pressure for I think it's 45 seconds, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Hang on. God, I can't believe I still remember all of this stuff. 45 seconds to 1 minute. Submyofascial release, muscle spasm, nodule release. Okay, yeah. So look, additionally, there is little trauma nodules that build up and you have to release them. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start by releasing the the nodules or the tension on our calf. Okay, so with this, we're gonna place our leg right down, and we're gonna relax the leg. And look, you wanna relax your calf to such an extent that the the spikes are able to go up into the muscle. If you squeeze the muscle while you do that, you're not gonna get the result that you want. You're not. So you have to make sure to actively relax the muscle. And hang on, I'm gonna give you a lower angle to here. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're right here, and I'm gonna look for for a spot where it's tender. So there it hurts. So you have to find a spot where you feel pain, and once you find it, you relax it. You relax it, and once it's relaxed, you let it drop. You drop it like it's hot, and you hold it for a minute while you relax. So you can move it a little bit, like massaging it, and the pain is gonna slowly decrease, but you have to actually be able to relax it. You want to make sure that you really are getting deep in there. Oh, that's hurt. This, did you see that reaction? That's exactly what we're looking for. We want to make sure that there is a lot of release. Oh. And look, I'm not only wearing these shorts because I'm not trying to be slutty, I promise. It's really hot out here. It's really, really hot today. Okay, so now I'm gonna find another spot, and now I'm gonna find a spot closer to the tendon. So the tendon is right here. So I'm gonna look for a spot right here so I can release the tendon. All right. If I want to add more weight, I can put the other leg right on top to really, really relax the muscle. This is actually hurting a lot, guys. Oh, I feel like I need to go over my anatomy, the on the muscles because I am like I'm not. I feel like I need a refresher. Oh, and now I'm going to do the same thing, but closer to the Achilles. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but on the lower part. So right here, I'm doing this. Notice that I am releasing tension on the tendons. I am also releasing tension on the calf. This is a process, by the way. Corrective exercise is a process. It's really simple, but you have to do these things in order. First, you have to relax the muscle. Why do you relax it? Because after this, we are stretching it. And to get a more thorough stretch, you have to relax the muscle first. So, oh, I found another spot there. And yes, this is not entertaining. It's not amazingly fun to watch. This is clinical stuff. By the way, guys, if you do not know who I am, my name is Efren Rodriguez, and I have been a fitness professional for more than 10 years. Something happened to me that I don't like to talk about in these lives. But if you would like to find out more about that, you can find that on my long form videos. In these lives, I'm gonna teach you the industry secrets, and you're gonna learn what is the difference between a session that is worth $25 compared to a session that is worth $175 per workout. My clientele consisted of doctors, surgeons, authors, actors, finance advisors, rock stars, some celebrities. But but something happened. I had to quit the fitness industry, and now I am back. So now I am going to teach you what most qualified fitness professionals don't want to tell you. And here you're going to learn how to get the most bang for every single repetition that you perform at the gym. Okay, so now look, now we're gonna do some stretching. Now that we have this calf relaxed, we're gonna stretch it. And we're gonna stretch it, we're gonna stretch our soleus and our gastrocnemius. Those so the calves have two muscles. They're right next to each other. Okay, so now this is how we're gonna stretch our calf first. Look, we place the foot here. Actually, I want you to see there you go. And I'm gonna, without lifting my heel, I'm gonna bend my knee forward like that. I'm not lifting my heel, I'm relaxing, all right? And I am bending forward. I'm stretching. This is called a static stretch. And we're holding the static stretch for 30 seconds. Stretching is painful, all right? It's not relaxing. I'm gonna do go again, and I'm gonna try to push a little further. I'm gonna relax. There we go. It released a little bit, and oh, that hurt. And I'm gonna go one more, once more, right? So from here, bending. It's hurting, guys. This is hurting so much. Oh, there we go. Did you see that? Okay, now I'm gonna do it. Oh, now I'm gonna do it by keeping my legs straight, and I'm gonna simply le- le- lean forward while keeping my leg locked. Do you see that? Okay, yeah. So keeping my leg locked, and I'm leaning to the front. Oh, here we go. I'm locking the leg. I feel an intense stretch on my gastric, on my calf. Ugh. Now I'm gonna roll my calves sideways like this. Oh, dude, that was painful. When you are doing corrective exercise, you don't really have to do the same thing on both sides. If you have a problem on one leg, you only have to work on that leg. You don't have to do the same thing on both legs. Oh, it's cracking. Look, I'm gonna put the microphone. Oh, okay, so now we are doing something called integration. Hi, can you say hi, Adeline? Hey, Adeline. And let's see. I just got here, and first thing I seen was the up short shot of your. I'm not suggesting anyone pay 25 and say they are shaving too. That is so funny. Okay, and here we go. Uh, Not professional. Not seeing your up shorts isn't fun. Okay, you're not seeing my up shorts. I'm just gonna block you because that's ridiculous. And I never gave you guys a show, so you're blocked. What else? Let's see. So I already blocked Nikandura. Thank you guys for letting me know. So look, Nikandura is a pervert, and I don't really have time for people like that. I apologize, guys. I don't have control over what people do, but I can definitely address it once I see it. And we are doing the next one. So now we are doing something that is called integration. And look, integration is when you when you readjust the movement patterns of the squats. So let me show you. Now I'm gonna do the squat again, and we're gonna see how much the movement was improved. All right, we're like this, and here we go. Now I'm gonna take off my sandals, And I'm gonna place my feet here, shoulder width apart. And we're squatting down. See how much it got adjusted. Three, two, one. Okay, so do you guys see now that do you guys see that it didn't turn out as bad? It didn't. Oh my God, dude, it didn't. This turned in and I heard a pop. So I'm going to show you a little bit of anatomy. I know exactly where I have I know exactly what muscle is too tight. Look, I'm going to show you the anatomy, the muscular anatomy of the calf. I have a deficiency in length in one of my one of my muscles on my calf. I know exactly which one. Hang on. Just give me 1 second. I want to, oh, here we go. Okay, so look, let me show you. When here, when you look at a calf, that is the back of the calf, right? The soleus and gastrocnemius, there are two, and one is on top of the other. Now, notice here that there is one muscle that holds on from underneath the foot, from underneath, and goes like that. So this muscle, when activated, hang on, here we go. There we go. Notice that it's innervated onto the other side of the foot. So it's like this, and like there's the red one, and there is the yellow one. The yellow one goes around, and it holds onto the foot from the other side. So did you guys see that? So when you see here what it does, so this one, the anterior tibialis does ankle plantar flexion and eversion. So we're gonna see what plantar flexion is. Hang on. Hang on, where is it? Oh, hang on, hang on, I'm looking for it. Give me 1 second. So again, I'm a little rusty. Plantar flexion, and eversion. No, that's. Let me look it up on just on Google. And eversion. Okay, so now that's up and down. No, plantar flexion, eversion. Plantar eversion. What the hell is plantar eversion? Plantar eversion. Here we go. Okay, so plantar eversion, it's inversion is in. Oh, okay, I get it. So okay, let me show you. So look, plantar eversion. Eversion is this, and inversion is like inversion. You're inverting it. So it's inversion, eversion. All right. So when I do this, I feel the tension right here. So the muscle that is in charge of inversion is too short. of inversion. So the muscle that is in charge of inversion on my ankle is too short. So I have to make that muscle longer. I'm sorry, this is I haven't done this in a while, but yeah, so but we're almost there. So the muscle that is in charge of inversion is that one. And now I'm going to show you a picture. So when you are correcting a when you're correcting form, you have to know exactly what muscle is the one that is pulling you, that is not allowing you to do the movement efficiently. So that's the muscle that we're working with, that our inversion. Our inversion is too short. Hang on. I need to visualize this in my head. Muscle inversion. Which one is it? Oh, see, personal training is not as easy. Inversion. Panther everts. Inversion. Everts. Inverts. 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 Inversion. Here we go. Okay, so it's this one. Now I'm going to show you which one. So we have to stretch this muscle, this one right here. We have to stretch it, and we have to soothe this part of the tendon. So we have to do all of this. So it's in the middle of the calf. It's right in the middle of the calf, and from here, then there's all tendon. So I know that there's something wrong with my tendon. It's either shortened or something because any I never had any physical therapy when I injured it. So so look, the tissue tendon can be stretched. I need to wipe my sweat off. Hang on. Tendon tissue can be stretched. All right. That's the good thing about the human body. It's like when you wear braces. When you wear braces, the muscles, I mean, the bones are moved. The bones are moved. And look, I had braces for like 4 years, and look, they were my teeth were perfect, but then this tooth, this one moved. Why? Because I stopped wearing my retainer. So if whenever you have an injury on your body, you have to keep you have to keep treating the injury for the rest of your life. I know that's awful, but you have to keep treating the injury because otherwise it's gonna go back. Maybe not to the original position, but it will go back. And look, I got my braces taken off when I was like 24, dude. So in 10 years, my teeth moved. Thankfully, they're never gonna go back to how they were. But now we know what muscle to address, and now we're gonna work it. Got to shock the central nervous system, right, babe? For real. Hey, bud, I hope you're well. Hey, I hope you're doing good too. And here we go, guys. And I'm ready. So look, here we go. We're right here. And again, the muscle that we're working on is this one. All right, and we're stretching the tendon. So we're gonna go. So this one starts from here. Do you guys see it? It's this one. I hope you guys can see it. So it's that one, and it holds on to the side. So it goes from here to the inside of the foot. So it goes like this, and we're gonna start treating it. Oh, so we're gonna start with this one, and again, it's right behind the anterior tibialis. It's right here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll it up and down, and we're gonna relax the calf. The more you relax the calf, the more insane it's gonna hurt. So the more it's gonna hurt, the more it hurts, the more relaxed it is. So you have to just freaking take the pain, dude. Oh, it's hurting so bad. Oh, dude, this is hurting so freaking bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, it's hurting. Ow. So we're gonna do this process 3 times. And after the third time, we're gonna integrate it. So this is a 3-part process. It's inhibiting, where you relax the muscle. It's elongate, where you stretch the muscle, and integrating and integration, where you do one exercise to integrate the length and tension relationship between the muscles that work in that same part of the body. Oh, okay. That actually feels so much better. Oh my God. Okay, and now I'm gonna give you another angle. We're gonna be right here. We are so again, the muscle, the tendon goes from here to here. No wait, it goes here. Hang on. It goes, yeah, it goes like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna stimulate the side of my foot. I'm lifting this up and I'm stimulating this to relax my tendon. Okay, I'm using this ball and I'm gonna poke it with pressure. Okay, I want the muscle the tendon to relax a little bit. I want it to move. And I'm gonna go, it attaches to the arch of the foot. It goes underneath. So I'm gonna stimulate the arch and then I'm gonna stimulate the side all the way up to where the muscle innervates. Calf raises are a good way of hyping them up. Yeah. So what does GYAT mean? Hey Ricardo. Hey guys. What does it even mean, guys? Giat. I have no idea what that means. Can someone tell me? Okay, so here we go. I felt a crunch, guys. Hola, Pinguino. How are you? And this is what we're doing, guys. We are adding some tension here. Oh. So now we stretch it. We're gonna do we're gonna do a little bit more stretching right now, but this time we're gonna change the methodology. Giat means big butt. Hang on. I'm gonna have to ask AI. Oh my God, it does. I thought you were lying. That's funny. I had no idea. Okay, so now that we did this, we're gonna stretch it in another way. We are gonna be using a brick to stretch it, and it's gonna happen like this. Watch. Oh, look, my this part is already sore now. So I'm gonna grab a brick, and here we go. So there's a brick, and I'm putting my foot here. All right. So then I'm gonna move to the front. So I want to make sure that my knee is actually this is might be a little too high. Hang on. Let's try this. Here we go. This is much better. Okay, so here I am pushing my knee forward. That hurts. And I'm gonna hold it to the front for 30 seconds. Okay, so here, and I'm holding the stretch to the front. Ugh. This is hurting, guys. Oh, it's hurting so bad, dude. Oh, I feel it. I'm feeling it right here. Oh, dude. Ow. Okay, we have one more stretch. So this, guys, what we're doing is literally physical therapy. Oh, oh. Okay. Ooh. And we're doing one more. We have one more, you guys. Ah. And no concert, no. And horizontal calf raise, it can be. What do you mean horizontal calf raise? Forkin, what do you mean horizontal calf raise? I've never heard that before. Okay, and we're doing the next one. Hello, guys. We're doing the same thing. Oh, we are relaxing the calf. We want to make sure that the muscle is stretched. We're gonna go all. We're rolling it all the way down, all the way to the muscle. So remember that. Do you guys remember the name of the muscle? I remember that it was called inversion. It does an inversion, and it is right behind the tibialis, and it is called posterior tibialis. So it's in the back. So it's in the back of the tibialis. Oh, so anterior in personal training jargon means that it's in the front, and posterior means that it's in the back. Ugh. We are doing this again. This is the second time? No, this is the third time. We're actually almost done, guys. Oh, dude. We are going to be using other methods of stretching on this last one. I'm going to show you right now. Oh, this is hurting so bad. Okay, now we are doing the the tendon, and we are doing the bottom. So here we're doing this right here. Here we go. This is ow. Something cracked, guys. It freaking hurts. I have pain on the back of my leg right there. I need to do this. This is not for pain. Do you just get here? This is for ow. This is to restore flexibility of the ankle. Please tell me what is it? You have pain in the back of my leg. What do you mean in the back of your leg? Because we're working out the side of my. We're pretty much. Ow! This freaking hurts. Ugh. We are stimulating the tendon right now because we want to relax it. Okay, so here we go. We're going again. But this time we're doing a different methodology to stretch it. So now we are going to be using a yoga strap. Let me bring, I think I have my yoga strap in the house. Hang on. Oh, this is hurting, dude. Just walking, it's like, oh, it kind of feels good though. This is interesting. Super interesting. Okay, so, oh, here we go. Okay, guys, so now oh, wait! We're gonna, we're gonna be using the yoga strap to to stretch. So look, we're right here. I am tying this up like this. And notice where I put the anchor. So look, I am gonna place the anchor like this so that whenever I pull on it, my foot is being pulled in this direction. Did you see that? My foot is being pulled in this direction, stretching the muscle, the tendon that we're relaxing right now. So we want to stretch, we want to lengthen the tendon so that it doesn't restrict our movement when we're doing squats. The cool thing about this is that if you stay for the entire, we're almost done with this part. If you stay for this part of the live stream, you're gonna be able to see that my squats are gonna improve, like right now. Like you're gonna see the improvement of the squats. So look at how my feet are moved this way. It's turned in that direction. It's everting, not inverting, everting. Oh. So I'm doing this right like this, and I'm holding it. You can also do this by hand, where you simply just pull it. We just pull it like that. But this is more relaxing. If someone is really overweight and has ankle problems, they can simply just do it like this. What are you guys saying in the chat? Doing everything but optimal workouts. And here we go. Oh, okay. Look, what is your name? Cody. Cody, you obviously have no idea what type of stream you have gotten into. I bet you're the type of person that sees someone learning how to squat and you immediately start mocking them for having the wrong form. You are simply ignorant, and it shows. Okay, so here we are doing this, and try to come again by being a smartass, and I will ban you because I have zero tolerance for stupid people. And here we go. And this was the third time. Now we're gonna do the stretch that we did earlier before we move on. Oh, and here we go. And again, we are keeping our legs locked as we lean to the front. This is painful. And here we go. And again, okay, let's see. This stuff definitely makes a difference. I have been doing tons of mobility work and my squat has improved immensely. Took my squat from 455 to 495 in 2 months. Wow, Rob, congratulations. Thank you so much, Rob. That's good to hear. Yeah, thank you for showing your support. I really appreciate you. And we have one more. Oh, so we're almost done with this part. Now let's do the integration. Look, integration is just as important as stretching. And look, I'm going to tell you what integration is, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about the length tension relationships between muscles. I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna explain to you in in a friendly in terms as I can muster. So okay, first I'm gonna explain to you the anatomy of of the knee because you have to know this, and I'm not gonna drown you with anatomy terms. All right, it's gonna be simple. It's gonna be simple, but watch. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay, look. So, hang on. This stuff is really important for you to understand. So, look, imagine this. You see this? So, this is muscle, right? These are the tendons. And imagine that this is the joint. So look at my quad. You see that there's a muscle right here, and there's a muscle right here. Both of them are attached to the knee. So imagine that this is like this, right? Imagine that this is like this. So the knee is right here, and there's a muscle here and here. Consider this when you're walking. If I'm walking like this, the muscles have to pull with a particular amount of strength. You know what I mean? So if this muscle pulls more, if this muscle pulls more than this one, the line, the joint is not gonna be moving in front like that to the front, but it's gonna be moving this way because this muscle is pulling out further. So if I start walking like that, my knee is gonna start moving in a way that is not designed to move. Therefore, it's gonna produce excessive wear on the knee joint. Does that make sense? So this is called a length tension relationship between muscles. Pretty much your nervous system controls how much strength, how much tension, how long. Each muscle will your nervous system controls all of that. It controls every single aspect of your movement, which is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And when there is an imbalance or when a muscle is not long enough, it's going to interfere with the natural length tension relationship of your joints. I'm going to give you an example for posture. So the shoulder has, well, look, the shoulders are connected to your chest and they're also connected to your posterior deltoids, to your traps. So if you're sitting in a chair, when you're doing this, you're squeezing your chest and your shoulders are going to round forward. Why? Because you have these muscles like this. So what this does is that the muscles here, they're stretching them. Whenever you do this, you're stretching the muscles in the back. And when you stretch them too much, they are not able to have the same pull that they once did unless you make them stronger with corrective exercise or with exercise in general. So in order to fix around their shoulder, I would have to make the muscles back here stronger so they pull the shoulders back, therefore lifting my shoulders and adjusting my posture. Same thing with the neck. If I'm on my phone like this a lot, if I'm like this, there's muscles in the neck that I'm stretching. And when muscles are stretched too long, they lose strength. When a muscle is stretched for too long, it gets weaker. So if I'm like this, and then let's say that I start doing this, by doing this, I'm actively contracting the muscles here. Therefore, I'm going to make the muscles shorter and make them stronger, and it's gonna fix my posture over time. That's why it burns. Whenever you're trying to walk straight, whenever you're trying to pull your shoulders back, you know why you get tired? Because you are practically working out those weak muscles. You're literally working out those weak muscles. Um, Chris, that's weird. No. And eh, I'll just block you because that's stupid. I don't appreciate that. Okay, so sorry about today. Some people they're just riled up students for real. So that is the exact problem that. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you. Okay, so to integrate the length tension relationship, you have to you have to re you have to re-educate your nervous system to produce that appropriate tension with each muscle. And to educate your body to do that, you have to actually do the exercise with the right form really, really slowly. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. And look, I'm not gonna do it like this without the sandals, only with my socks. so that my feet slide and so that you can see the movement of my knee. Okay, so look, integration exercises are done slow. I think it's a 5-4-3 tempo. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's a 5-4-3. Maybe not. Integration exercises tempo and is 4-1. My bad. 4-1. So 4 seconds down, hold it down for 2 seconds, and then come back in 1 second, and we have to do sets of 25. Flip you dude. I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna block you too because that's dumb. Okay, so that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Um, and let's see, repetition, rep range. Uh-huh. 12 to 20 repetitions. So 12 to 20 repetitions. That's what we're gonna do. And so this is what we're gonna go do now. We are gonna do integration exercises. I'm gonna clean up my ball. Oh, and let's see. And here we go. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Jeffrey, I hope you're doing well too. And here we go, guys. So again, the repetition tempo is 4-2-1. So we're gonna place our feet shoulder width apart. We want to make sure that our knees are in between the second and third toe. And while we do this, we want to go down 4 seconds, hold an isometric contraction for 2, and come back in 1 second. All right? So then the exercise variables are incredibly important when you're working out. That is what makes a difference. That is the primary factor, the most important contributing factor in between no wait, hang on. Let me rephrase that. That is the single greatest differentiating factor between a workout that is simply a workout and a workout that produces huge results. All right? It is the exercise variables. Now, we're right here, and we're doing 4 seconds down, 2 seconds hold, and 1 second up. Look, my legs are tired as hell from yesterday. They're sore as hell. Yesterday was possibly one of the best leg exercises that I have had in years, dude. And we used zero weights. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2. Look at how my foot is staying in position. Did you guys see that? That is because we stretched, we fixed it. We fixed it. But this has to be something that we have to do at least once a week for a really long time. I think this is what we're going to be doing every day after leg day. So here we go. We're doing 2 sets of 25. 1, 2, 3. Did you guys see that my toe is not turning out anymore? That's how fast this works. That's how fast this works, guys. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. This is burning because my legs are freaking tired. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 7. My feet are staying in perfect form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 11. I have to go slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 13. Oh, my legs are burning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 14. I'm just doing 15. I did legs yesterday and my legs are freaking already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 15. I'm going to do one more just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, boom. So notice that now I was able to do it without any compromise in form. And now, guys, thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. Toilet Clogger the Third. No pain, no gain, no pain, no gain, baby cakes. That's funny. Okay, and here we go. So look, now let's see how much I can flex my leg now. Let's test it. So if you guys just got here, hello, my name is Efrain Rodriguez Guerrero, and I have been a fitness professional for more than 10 years. I was out of the fitness industry for a couple of years because I was dealing with something. If you would like to know what that something was that took me out from personal training, check out my long form videos. I let's say that I have been if I have been a very successful fitness professional. I was on television. I had an acne list of clients that included surgeons, doctors, celebrities. It included finance advisors, realtors, a lot of high profile clients, entrepreneurs, and mm, oh, and they reached me. They went looking for me because I'm known to deliver breakthrough programs that literally transform lives and bodies. I'm obsessed with high performance, and if you stay here, I'm gonna be make it worth every second of your time, because here you're gonna learn the difference between a trainer that charges $25 per hour and a trainer that charges $175 per hour. And from when you take into consideration the type of clients that I take, that is pretty cheap. But I'm back, and here my goal is to teach you ways to get the most out of every repetition. And that is simply by doing the entire workout based on science. Everything that you see here is science-based, and nothing is bro science. Absolutely nothing. And if I'm not sure of something, I'm gonna look it up in the textbook and give you the information, because I don't give out wrong information. If I'm not sure, I'm not sure. So right now, what we are doing here is that we are adjusting we are pretty much fixing We're doing corrective exercise. And corrective exercise is a methodology that you use in order to restore back your joints to optimal movement patterns to prevent any type of injury. This type of training is done primarily to athletes or for people that have jobs where they overuse a joint. For example, if someone is sitting in office too long, they're gonna be if they don't know how to if they don't know anything about it, they're probably gonna be walking around like that because they have destroyed their posture pretty much. So one of the things that you have to do if you want to get in the best shape of your life is get in the best shape of your life, starting with the posture and the movement patterns. And by that, it would have to be pretty much fixing the posture. That is the first thing that you have to do. And it's boring, it's sciencey. Most people don't care. Most people just want you to give them the results. So you kind of have to squeeze these how do you say elements of posture in in engaging exercise and an engaging workout routine. The customer won't know, but you're applying all of these principles. Now, um, so now I am teaching you guys how I am fixing my squat form because I have a lack of flexibility on my right ankle because I injured that ankle many times. And as of now, if you guys go back in the live, you guys are gonna see that we began the live where I was showing you how I couldn't squat keeping my feet parallel. We added the methodology, and now I can squat and I can keep my feet parallel because we lengthened the muscle and lengthened the tissue, lengthened the tendon, and now we are able to perform a better squat. The results are immediate. Now, right now we are in the part where we integrate the muscle and the working muscle. And here we go. We are integrating it, and we're going to do another set of 15 squats. Our priority is to have the proper knee alignment. Our knee has to be above the second or third toe. The variables of this is 4 seconds down. We're holding the lower position for 2 seconds. No, 4 seconds down, 2 second hold, and 1 second up. So feet shoulder width apart, knees above the second and third toe. And now we're going down and up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. Notice that my arches are up. They're high as hell. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. They're gonna take it a little closer. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 6. I'm only doing 2 sets of these, and then I'm stretching everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 8. Notice that my arches are not falling. They're actually staying up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 9. We have 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 11. It's burning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 12. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 15. We're done with that. So that is the first part of our workout. Is notice that I only did it on one leg because I only have that problem on one part of my body. I don't have that problem on both legs, only on one. So corrective exercise. Resonate. Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. Is it Ili or Ili? So yeah, I know, but these have like a built-in underpants, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, okay, so now we already took care of that problem. That was our physical therapy. That's literally what physical therapy looks like. Mm. So now that we did that, we are going to be doing a little bit of self-myofascial release, and we're doing a little bit of stretching every week. Hey, do you do this every day? So look, let me get. I'm gonna get some water, and I'm gonna be talking to you while I do this. So right now we are doing TRX exercise, and right now I want to add this. I want to add the corrective exercise program to in the days that I rest. So I want to show you guys everything and teach you the science. I do this almost every day. Yeah, today was supposed to be shorter, but I guess not. So we are gonna start working out every day, either be it corrective exercise or it being exercise. Yeah, so my goal is to be here with you guys about 7 days a week. By the way, guys, you guys should subscribe. My name is Efe Rodriguez Guerrero, and I have been a fitness professional for more than 10 years. Something crazy happened to me where I nearly lost my mind. If you guys would like to know about that content is in my long form videos. And I am my repertoire of clients were really high profile entrepreneurs, doctors, actors, celebrities, authors, you name it, rock stars. And uh, and I am considered more from the type of customers that I had. Look, I charge $175 per hour. A good session that includes everything will take about 2 hours at least. So a fitness professional with that is new or not skilled enough in the trade will charge you $25 per session, and just wants your money and just wants to give you the workout and wants you to go so that person can work on the next customer. That's how that's a typical fitness professional or not so professional. However, um, here you're gonna see what makes a $175 per hour session worth $175. And so yeah, my goal is to make sure that every second that you spend in this live, it compounds you in benefits and in knowledge. My focus is to make sure that every second that you spend at the gym, you multiply the results. I want you guys to get to have the most amazing results per every single repetition. That is the goal of a good fitness professional, to shorten the time that you spend at the gym and to maximize the results. That is the goal of a true fitness professional. And this, even though this seems almost like a waste of time because you're not actually working out, this the the movement the movement is one of the most important factors, because if you cannot move correctly, you cannot do the movements efficiently. So you want to make sure. I see no being eating. That's funny. So actually, in other words, yeah, we're doing this every day. So you guys want to make sure. The possum hunter says, "I think it's cool. Thank you. I'm so glad you think so." So, so do I. I think this is freaking awesome. So now that we are done with the corrective exercise, we're gonna follow with the stretching and the movement so that we can get ready for tomorrow's workout session. And here we go. So I'm also gonna be explaining to you the science. And look, I know that most of us don't want sciencey things, but look, um, honestly, the only reason I love this. Thank you, Shiva. The only reason, the only way. This is my philosophy in fitness training. The only way that people are gonna invest time doing this with the balls and stretching is if they understand how it works and how it benefits them. They have to see the value in it. Stretching in itself, by itself, doesn't really hold any value. Look, I'm gonna hang on. I need to clean the mat. It's filthy. Hang on, give me a second. The truth is that people are not going to be doing anything that they don't really see that it's worth their time. And look, stretching with the balls. Hey, I hope your day is going lit. If you don't mind, I would like to shout out to my new song called Undead by L Star R. Hey there, why don't you put it on? Put it on put a link to the song and now pin it up. And we're going to listen to it right here. But put a link on the chat and now check it out. List L Star R. So this. So by the way, what I have here, if you have mats in your house, mix Lysol with Murphy's oil cleaner. It smells good. It's disinfectant, and it nourishes the rubber. It doesn't it doesn't eat at the rubber, and it keeps it good. The reason that like most mats get all weird is because they dry up. And if you have your mats well oiled up, they're gonna last you forever. So if you have like a workout mat, regardless of how cheap it is, Lysol and Murphy's oil soap is amazing. So yeah, guys, what we're gonna be doing now is that we're gonna be stretching. And yesterday's workout, I know that was kind of crazy. Subscribe. Thank you. Yesterday's workout was insane. We only did TRX. Will that make it slippery? You let it dry. Let it dry and don't use a lot. But look, I guess it depends on the type of mat, because there's yoga mats that are porous, and there's some that are not. So just wipe off the excess. But look, it doesn't make this one slippery. So I guess you can just try it depending on which type of mat you have. Ugh. And it's really hot here, so the oil doesn't really last long. So I guess it just depends. But give it a shot, and if it leaves it slippery, just wipe off the excess. But it shouldn't be slippery where you're like falling off your face. It shouldn't be like that. You're not putting oil by itself. Okay, so much better. I just hate it when it looks filthy. Oh, okay, so here we go, guys. So much better. Ah, okay, so here we go. We're gonna start by doing some self myofascial release. Yesterday we did quads. I subscribe to you. Thank you, Ashley. We're doing quads, guys. And where should I put you guys? Let's see. Okay, so let's start from here. So is this good? I think this is good. This is done typically with a foam roller, but I left my foam roller at a friend's house. Ugh. And this is what we're gonna do. So with this ball, I'm gonna loosen up my quad. So I'm gonna lay here, and I'm gonna roll my quads on over the ball. I really need a foam roller. I think I'm gonna go to Walmart or something and get a foam roller today. Oh, a foam roller is so much better than this, by the way. Like the black ones with a lot of pressure. So look, like for example, there that is hurting a lot. Oh, like this. This is hurting a lot, a lot, a lot. So what you do is that you place the foam roller or the stability ball. I mean or the pressure ball. Oh, right on the muscle that it hurts the most. And then you relax it. You relax it. You kind of just let it go. Oh, dude, what the hell? Oh, have you guys ever like used one of these? This hurts my soul. Oh, oh my God. Oh, dude, what the hell? Okay, so right now what we're getting is that we are squeezing all of the tender points. So that is how you foam roll, or how you get a how you relax or lengthen a muscle. Inhibit. The terminology is inhibition. So, oh my God, this is so intense, dude. Ah, ah. Okay, I definitely need a foam roller. So I'm gonna get a foam roller today, guys. We're getting a foam roller today. Oh, dude, this is hurting so bad. Oh, these balls are so intense, guys. My balls are so intense, dude. Oh, okay, now, dude, that was so painful. I'm doing the other one. So I'm gonna turn this way, and same here. I'm extending, And again, I'm getting this part right here. So I'm placing my. Ugh! Oh my god, dude, it's freaking hurts so freaking bad. Oh, dude, my soul is leaving me. Oh, oh, what the hell, dude? Yesterday's workout, guys, was so freaking insane, dude. Yesterday's workout was insane. I am so sore. Oh my god! I cannot even lay on my quads, dude, because they've hurt so bad. So look, this is normal. All the pain that I'm feeling, dude, that's just because my quads are sore as hell. My quads are just freaking sore as hell, dude. I can't believe how sore they are. Oh, dude. Oh. Okay, no, that's way too much. So I'm gonna just do it another. I'm gonna just do it like this, guys, because I cannot handle it the other way. There's no way I'm handling that. Ugh. Pretty yard. Thank you. So let's see. So Shiva is saying, I definitely will try so much. Thank you so much for tip and knowledge. And your knowledge. You're welcome. Hank drinks coffee is saying that looks like something I found under my mom's bed. Pretty hard. Rebel hunger. Oh, Hugh Roger. Rebel Ruger. Hi, hello. Like, have you guys ever used a foam roller? That's what we're doing today, guys. But I don't have one. I have to go get one today. But I'm doing it with what I can. Oh, this is hurting so freaking bad, dude. It's hurting so freaking bad. Okay, that's it. I'm not. Don't cry, your friend. Deal with it. Oh, look, if you guys want to try something, look, if you're like this, let me give you a let me give you a little thing for you to try at home. Look, if you're just hanging out, you see how there's a knee and then there's like a muscle, closer to the center of your body, and there's the lateral one. There's one outside and one inside. This this muscle that you see right here, grab it like this and squeeze it. Try it. Just squeeze it, and it should probably be overworked, and it should hurt a lot. It should hurt like a lot, a lot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot, guys. Oh. I'm just going home now, and now I'm so rich. I am just going home now, and I'm so rich. Good for you. So, dude, this is hurting so much, dude. Oh, give it a shot, dude. Give it a shot. So, okay, I'm done with this leg. Maybe I should use this one. Look at it. Look at how spiky it is. Oh, dude, this freaking hurts so bad. Oh, dude. By the way, I'm not wearing these shorts out of to be anything other than I'm not wearing these shorts to give you a show. I'm wearing these shorts because it's really hot out here. Just FYI. Oh, this hurts so freaking bad, guys. And look, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. Oh, the only place that I needed to spend a lot of time was on my other one because that one needed. So look, this one doesn't hurt half as bad. Oh, and now, oh, now we're gonna be working our spine. So look, I'm gonna show you how to adjust your rotator cuffs. Look, first you want to see if your rotator cuffs are fine. I'm gonna show you a little test. Look, try this. Just stand up or sit down or whatever, and then place your right hand on your left shoulder like this. Then you extend your left hand like this, and then you're gonna move it in circles. Is it grinding? Is it smooth? It should feel smooth. If it's smooth, you're good. Look, mine is smooth as hell. It's smooth as butter. There's no grinding, nothing. Then rotate it, smooth as hell. Nothing wrong. Now I'm gonna try the other one. I'm gonna grab my left hand. I'm gonna put it on my right shoulder. I'm gonna move it in circles. This one grinds a little bit. This one is grinding. Oh my god. Oh, it cracks. Really? There's a natural movement. It's smooth, but it's less smooth than the other one. It's smooth. Okay, so do you guys try it? Which one did you feel? Do you, did you try it? Give it a shot. And tell me how you felt it. Hang on, so I need to like watch the ad, I guess, before I can keep chatting with you guys. Are you in San Diego? That's a weird question. Let's see. How do we work out on cuffs? Okay, so let's do this, guys. To stimulate circulation, Shivam, it's not to stimulate circulation, it's to test how your shoulders, it's to test the health of your shoulders, Shiva. So if your cuff feels grinding, if it's grinding, that means that it's unhealthy. And that you need to do some rotator cuff exercises. But if it's smooth, you're good. So now we're gonna be doing a little bit of rotator cuff exercises. Before we continue. So we already did some myofascial release on our quads, and we're gonna do a little bit on our shoulders. I meant the balls. No, so the balls are to loosen up the muscles and the nerves. There is something in your muscles have a lot of nerves, a lot of tension receptors, and there's also this thing called Golgi tendon organ. That it's an organ that when you press it, it lets the muscle relax. So this organ, it protects your muscles from hyperextending, from getting injured. So it prevents you from stretching a muscle too much, so that it injures the joint. Now this is getting rid of the knots, but it is also adding pressure on the Golgi tendon organs. And we need to do this in order to inhibit the muscle so that we can stretch it with more efficiency. So look, we're gonna work a little bit on our rotator cuff. And look, we're gonna start by adding pressure on our anterior deltoid and where the chest attaches to the humerus. The humerus is the bone right here. Is this bone? And the chest attaches right here to the humerus. That's why your chest moves whenever you raise your hand. So we're gonna start from here. We're gonna place our chest down, and we're gonna place. Oh, hang on. What are you guys saying? Bro, how can we pick Philogous to like the one is the big? Look, pelvic tilt. We're not addressing that today, but we can talk about that next time. So look, I'm laying down and I'm keeping my thumb turned down. And what is it that you're trying to fix? Pelvic tilt, anterior, posterior. What is wrong with your pelvis? Okay, so here we go, guys. Oh, so look, I'm already feeling pressure. It's already hurting. Oh,
But no, the balls are not for circulation. Even though I guess they do increase circulation. They facilitate it because when you add pressure to anything, you're squeezing the blood out, and then when it relaxes, the blood flows back in. Oh, and here we go. So now this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna place my chest here, guys, and as I fix this, I'm gonna I'm gonna move my arm. Look, I'm adding pressure here, and then I'm gonna move my arm up and down. So from here, oh, hang on. Oh, I'm moving it. I can also rotate my hand. Actually, I'm gonna show you right here. Look, and I don't have any trouble with my shoulders. Oh, I don't have any trouble with my shoulders, but this is more like preventive because we do a lot of push-ups, we do a lot of rows, we do a lot of arms. So Ashley Mary is saying I have pelvic issues too because I get UTIs a lot like chronic ones. What's a struggling with anterior pelvic tilt? So, so what do you mean? You're walking. That means that. Are you walking around like this? So like instead of walking like this, you're walking around like this. Is that what you mean? Because that's what anterior pelvic tilt is when you tilt your hip forward. So that means that you're like this. So you're walking around like this. That's what you mean then. That's what anterior pelvic tilt means. That it's rotated anteriorly. And Ashley, what do you mean you have pelvic issues? Okay, so we're doing the next one. Oh, again, we're just moving this. We're almost done, by the way, guys. All that we're doing right now, we already did what we came here to do, which was to fix my squat a little bit more. You know, I forgot how much I love teaching fitness. I forgot, dude. I can't believe I freaking forgot how much I love teaching fitness. Okay, and now we are doing the traps, guys. So look, I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna place the ball right here. Oh, what do you guys say? Oh, so not the Donald Duck. Okay, look. Now, let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Anterior pelvic tilt. I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna show you a picture of what that looks like. Pelvic tilt. No, that's not it. So when you say pelvic tilt, that means that your lower back is hurting. Like you're pushing your butt out too much, right? Is that what you mean? So urinary tract infections are not gonna cause anything to your are not they're not gonna change your posture. They have nothing to do with each other. I mean, the body works as a unit. The body works as a unit, but oh, but honestly, there should a tract infection, a UTI is not gonna affect your quality of movement. That makes no sense. They are two different systems. Like unless you're like squeezing your you know what, unless you're squeezing it a lot and you have to take it out of proper alignment in order to endure the infection, then yeah. But other than that, there is not any type of oh, this freaking hurt. But other than that, a UTI should have nothing to do with any type of postural distortion. Ashley, so my neck is completely shot around 5C and T1, sedentary job, what to do. Look, I'm not gonna explain to you that I'm not gonna explain that to you right now. But you just have to go see a chiropractor, or you should have more patience because the only reason that we're covering the knee problems or the squat problems is because that's something that I'm experiencing. Unless enough people want to see such a specified problem, then I would address it. But you have to see a professional for that. Like, yeah, I am a professional, but you would have to pay me for that. You would have to pay me for that because that's specific to you. Uh, and that is something that you would have to pay for. Oh, oh. You would I would have to get your profile and we would have to do a one-on-one. And if you would want me to put that to make that live, then I could, but it would cost you. Oh, I can't do that. I can do that type of specific work for free. Oh, you can understand, but I understand where you're coming from. Oh, okay, so just kind of just look good and cause a little back pain. It doesn't, yeah. So it just looks like you're pushing your butt out. So yeah, I mean, for that, honestly, we might go over that, but look, the only way that I can prescribe exercises is if I get a monetary compensation, and if we get some paperwork involved. That's the only way that I can prescribe to you some exercises for that postural distortion. I don't mind. I would do it. If you're interested, uh, just what we can do, like something like that, it would have to go over a couple of sessions, and it would be it would have to cost you about $200. But that would include a 1 hour consultation. It would have to include some paperwork that would have to get done, and we would have to do a couple of lives where I can see you and you see me, like Zoom meetings, where I can see where it is, and I can deduce any type of where is the distortion coming from. I can't do that for free. Uh, I can just give right now. I can just give you generalizations, but in order to adjust any problem like that, I can't do that. I hope you can understand. If that interests you, if that interests you, I'm gonna put my email, and you can email me there, your name, and we can start and more details about your problems, and then we can deal with that. So look, I'm gonna give you my professional email, and if you're interested in solving those problems, then yeah, just send me an email with your information, and we can get the process started. Okay, so now I felt like we lost some tension, and now we are moving on, guys. So we're gonna do a little bit of stretches, and then we're done with today's session. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Then that what my opologist said to me, like, what have I loved massage and stand on a stool. So Ashley, look, yeah, the best thing is to see a specialist, and a specialist with UTIs is your best bet. To my scope of practice, I can only fix problems that have to do with postural distortions. Um, UTIs are not my field of expertise, but if you have a postural distortion, I can definitely address it. However, in regards to their relationship with UTIs, I have never heard about that. Look, again, I put my email there. We can talk, and if there is something that if you want, I can do a little bit more research into it, and if that is something that I can help you with, and that is where the problem is not UTI related. Again, I am not a medical doctor, so that is completely out of my scope of practice. Um, but a postural distortion that I can see with my eyes, I am qualified to fix that. That in regards to the relationship of with UTIs, I would have to check that. I would have to look for that online, and I would have to consult some of my professional friends in regards to see to see whether or not it actually has something to do, whether or not there is something there if they're too close together. Like if it has to do more with a UTI rather than an actual postural distortion, I cannot help you with that. I cannot help you with that. So that's why I would have to consult a doctor, like an actual doctor. And yeah, I have a friend who's a doctor, and I would have to consult that with him. But again, just medicine is very case by case, and every person has a different um, has different, how do you say, has a different case, and there are so many variables that can push me out of my ability to help you. I hope you can understand. Okay, yeah, please do, and if I can help you with that, I will. But then again, that is a service. That's a service. That is not going to be something that that is not going to be something that I will do for free. Just FYI, I don't want you to be discouraged, and I don't want you to sack you out of it. I don't. Um, but look, yeah, I respect you, bro, for being honest with us. Yeah, well, I have to because look, as you see, I am not a fitness professional that doesn't want to tell you what is the science behind it. Look, I have met a lot of personal trainers that do their job really well, but they don't inform the client of what they're doing or how or why. And one of my goals is to deliver results, but to also explain to the client what is the rationale behind it. And look, the rationale, I have to explain it to you because that is how I learn. The only reason that I'm doing these stretches is because I know everything about them. I know what they do, and I know how they're going to affect my ability to move in the future. If I help you with a process, if I fix a problem for you, and I don't tell you why it's caused, what caused it, I don't tell you how to fix it. If I keep you in the dark, you're gonna probably not gonna be able to fix what got you in that problem in the first place, and you're gonna have to depend on me to fix that. I don't want that for any of the people that come to see me. My goal as a fitness professional is to make sure that people learn that they are able to live their lives without me. And the only reason that a customer wants to come with me is because of the quality of the workouts that is different. Look, when you're training with someone, it's very different than when you're training um, by yourself. There's an extra push aside from camaraderie and from moral support. And 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 my mission as a fitness professional is to help you be better and help you grow. If I solve your problem and I don't tell you how I solved it, I mean, unless you're a person like the president, and look, the president is cannot be bothered with the science of anything because he's too busy running the country, right? So the president pretty much doesn't care because he's the president. I know that sounds weird, but he would simply just be like, okay, fix it for me, work me out, and then I go. So I wouldn't have to inform him of anything. So it depends on the person. My goal as a fitness professional is to build up someone to the point where they understand what they're doing. And look, whenever you're working out and you understand why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be able to do it better than anyone else. That's why Olympians are so good at what they do because they are taught the rationale behind every single movement. They're taught the aerodynamics. They are taught some of the science behind the movement. They're not kept in the dark. So the best people, the people in every type of sport, they know the science behind what they do. They know the rehabilitation. They know everything because they have to be taught it. So my goal is to build you guys like if you guys were Olympians because to me, my clients are athletes. I want to make them the best they can possibly be. I want every rep to give them as much results as possible. I want them to be so proud of what they can do and of who they are that they feel pride just being themselves. That is what I strive for, is to have people be proud of who they are. Ashley emailed you. Thank you so much, Ashley. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna I'm gonna get back at you and I'm gonna make you a couple of questions. Yeah. Thank you so much. So, Dusk, I respect you, bro, for being honest with you. Can you tell us things that commonly cause anterior pelvic tilt and how to avoid them? So, anterior pelvic tilt can be caused by tight quads, can be caused by tight calves. There's a lot of things that can cause an anterior pelvic tilt, particularly any type of back injury. Like, let's say that you like anterior pelvic tilt is actually more common in women because women when they when they exercise, they want their butt to look bigger. And when a woman wants her butt to look bigger, a lot of times they're gonna be walking not like this, because this is normal. This is normal. But when a woman wants her butt to look bigger, they're gonna be walking like that. That is an anterior pelvic tilt. No, posterior. Hang on. Give me 1 second. No, anterior pelvic tilt. Look, we have to get that terminology first because again, I feel that our terminology is not congruent. So I want to make sure that we are referring to the same thing, and I have to show you an image to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. Because you can be talking about anterior or posterior pelvic tilt. Hang on. So look, I'm gonna give you an image. So Ashley's saying, like I was a cheerleader and I want to be more flexible. Do you lose your flexibility because you stop your training? So look, so dusk, posterior pelvic tilt, anterior pelvic tilt. Posterior, so you're doing the walking duck. See, I was so you're doing the Donald Duck walk, right? You're walking, you have this problem, not this problem, right? So you're like this, not like that. So clear that up for me, all right? So I can make sure that we're talking about the same thing. Ashley, I anterior. Okay, so are you a woman or are you a dude? So this is for man. So you're walking like that. You're walking like this. Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing that you can do. Look, but this is the only thing that I'm gonna tell you. You're like this because your abs are too stretched. Your abs are not abbing. So look, when your abs are weak, they're stretched. So they're not holding your hip in place. Your abs keep your body straight. So you want to make sure to keep your abs engaged. Just keep your abs engaged. Also, you need to stretch your spine because if you're walking like this, that means that you have a lot of problems here. And if you have a sedentary job, that means that you're walking like this. This is an exaggerated version. You're walking like this then. That's painful. That's crazy. So look, honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. Go on YouTube and ask and put search those questions on there. Because we have to move on with the live stream. Like email me, and yeah, I perhaps can help you, but yeah, you have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of things going on. Let me tell you. Okay, so now we're doing a little bit of stretching, guys. So we're gonna continue and we're gonna stretch our spine, and we're gonna do. Actually, that's it. So from here, I am. Notice that I am keeping my hip against the stability ball. But look, the thing, dusk, dusk. The problem is that your question is too rich. There's too much to the question. And again, that's a service, dude. That's not just a question. That's a program. I would have to spend hours explaining you that. And if it's free, okay, so and if it's free, people typically don't appreciate that. So I cannot just blurt out all of this information. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. From here, I am gonna place my hip against the wall, and then I'm gonna place my head right here. Now from here, while I keep, I'm gonna reach my hands down, uh, as I roll back and forth to stretch my spine. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna hold this for, oh my god, for 30 seconds. But yeah, good questions, guys. I really appreciate you guys having asking me those questions. But look, there are questions that are not simple questions. Oh, I'm opening my chest by moving my hands in circles while I keep my fingertips touching the floor. Oh, notice that I'm pushing my hip down and I'm pushing my head against the stability ball. Oh, now I'm gonna keep my hands here. I'm gonna lift them and then I'm gonna engage my core. I'm engaging my legs. I'm squeezing my body. And as I do this, I'm gonna turn my torso from one side to another, like so. Oh, you guys have no idea how much I'm enjoying this. Like, honestly, oh, I can speak about this all day. Oh, oh, that actually feels so good. We're doing one more stretch and then we're done because I'm hungry. Oh, and here we go, guys. So the next one is called a bretzel. And again, we're decompressing our spine. Dusk, I know you studied to monetize your knowledge. I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Sprinky Gamers. But look, and it is not that I don't want to give you the information. But look, you can get this information online for free. But yeah, you're right too. Okay, so here we go, guys. We're doing one more stretch before we're done with today's session. And we are doing a stretch that is gonna decompress our spine. Oh, try this at home. It's amazing. So we're gonna start by laying on our back, and we're gonna bring our left leg up across. Okay. From this position, with my right hand, I'm gonna bring my knee down. Boom, like so. Now, with my other hand, I'm gonna grab the foot that is back here, and then I'm gonna push my knee down as I push my shoulder on the other direction against the mat. I feel a stretch all the way here to here, and I inhale, and every time I exhale, I push my knee down and I push my shoulder down at the same time. Guys, the clouds are so beautiful today. They are so bright and white. I'm gonna show them to you once we're done with this stretch. So this is not meant to be relaxing. You inhale and you exhale while you push your shoulder down and you push your knee down at the same time. No, but for real, the clouds are so beautiful today. Oh my God. When was the last time any of you guys just laid down and looked at the clouds? Ah, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Down. Oh, dude, this leg is killing me. And again, I'm pushing the knee down and the shoulder down at the same time. By the way, guys, if you guys are new here, my name is Efe Rodriguez Guerrero, and I have been a fitness professional for more than 10 years. In this channel, I'm going to teach you the secrets that the professionals keep away from their clients, because a lot of personal trainers want to keep the clients dependent on the personal trainers because that's how you get the clients to come back. But, and look, my type of clients were are entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, finance advisors, stockbrokers, celebrities, rock stars, actors, actresses. They are high performers. Those are my type of clientele. Is people who depend on their ability to perform to survive. And oh, and because of their hectic lifestyles and busy lifestyles, what separates me from most personal trainers is that my goal is to make sure that you get the most results out of every single repetition. I don't simply want you to have a workout. I want you to have a workout that will result in profound and impactful results every single repetition. Those those differentiations are produced by different factors, by workout factors, by workout variables. I'm looking up at the clouds right now and even following what you are doing. Oh, that's good. Look, I'm going to show you guys the clouds. Look at how beautiful. Look, let me see. It was prettier earlier because you could see the sun. Hang on. Where's that pretty cloud that was here? Look. Look at how beautiful they are today, dude. They're gorgeous. And it's so cloudy today. Well, it's like bright outside, but there's so many of them. And just the trees just look green, dude. Look at how green everything is. Super green. Super green. It's so beautiful. So, so, and my goal is to make sure that you know exactly what is it that makes a workout worth your time. And every second that you spend here in the live stream is gonna be worth your investment of time, because I am going to tell you and show you things that people have paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn. Okay? I'm giving you all of this information for free. So subscribe, guys, if you haven't. And my goal is to make sure that you guys become high performers of life. That your performance is unparalleled to anything you have experienced before. And that is my specialization. And I teach that through fitness and through coaching. You guys are getting this information for free. And look, I don't have to weed out not performers because those people weed themselves out. Because you are the go-to. Hey, hey, Dusk. Thank you. Those people weed themselves out. And they are either disrespectful or they just gather information without application. So they become information gatherers and not performers. But those who subscribe and who stay here, I know that you guys are my target audience. And let's see. So today we're gonna do a little bit of just a little bit of stretching on my neck because I haven't stretched my neck. But yeah, most of the workout today, guys, is done. I hope you guys had fun. Um, I feel amazing. My legs feel better. And we didn't simply do nothing this morning. If you guys were watching, we learned a lot. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to to email me. I'm gonna start putting my email there. If you guys want to learn how to use how to use protein to help you lose body fat, hang on. Protein has fat loss superpowers. That sounds a little bit too magical, but I'm gonna teach you again. Everything that I teach is science based, and let me write it here for you guys. Look, I there's share, copy. Look, I just put out a video about the four superpowers of protein, and I put it there on the chat. So if you guys want to learn the four superpowers of protein, tap on the link that is pinned. I'm gonna explain this to you. So when protein is the hardest thing for your body to turn into fat. Fat has your body turns fat into adipose tissue into fat rolls with a 96% efficiency. It turns is it 66%? Carbs, I think it's 66% for carbs. No, 80% for carbs and 66 for protein. So whenever you overeat, the probability of your body, whenever you overeat, if you eat a lot of fat, your body will turn most of that fat, if it's excessive, into fat. In regards to the carbs, 80%. So if you eat 100 grams of carbs, let's assume that you eat 100 grams of carbs, right? And you overeat those 100 grams of carbs. Like they are above your 2,000 calorie daily limit. So what's going to happen is that 80 of those grams are going to turn into fat. If you overeat 100 grams of protein, then 66% of those extra calories are going to go into fat. But if you eat 100 grams of fat, 96% or 96 grams of the 100 grams of fat are going to go right to your gut. I just blocked that person. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so guys, so just understand that protein, what you eat matters a lot. What you eat matters a lot, you guys. So if you guys want to check out that video, there's the video linked. It's the pinned comment, and please feel free to check it out. Now, so look, how ridiculous is this? So King Darbar is telling me that I'm wrong. Jokes write themselves, you guys. That's hysterical. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, well, I think that's it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. I'm just gonna clean the table and I'm gonna be done here. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing, productive day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing chess. Thank you, Ashley. LM, I'll wait for your email. Thank you. Okay, so one more question before I leave. Would you recommend cardio daily? Would I recommend cardio daily? Cardio can be anything from cleaning, from walking, and yeah, cardio is good. But consider the fact that cardio is not limited to being on a treadmill. Anything can be cardio. So, to be honest, well, I guess it just depends on the type of stimulation that you need. But walking, to me, is the best form of cardio. Or I just like to work out really fast. I'm gonna clean the grill, might as well. But yeah. Okay, well, I don't think you guys want to see me clean. I will see you guys later. Please take care. I love you guys. Bye.